Everyone, this is RoyTucker here. We are at the Amateur Australian Oceanic Dota Tournament. Joining me today is the master of all things Blah, MasterBlah. How you going, man?
Yeah, pretty good yourself.
I'm not too bad, just doing a quick check here, make sure everything is recording properly. It is recording indeed. Fantastic. We are all pumped and ready to go. First band we see is a Lycanthrope, a Nature's Prophet, and a Darkseid. What do you reckon of those?
Well, let's hit out what the teams we have here. We have Elevate versus Nullify. This is the second brackets these people came through. We actually casted those games. And on Elevate, we have Dexter, Lust, Ares, Red Sky, Jobido, and Scatters. On Nullify, we have Atpays, Money Shot, Coconuts, DZ, and Anbrew. Okay, yeah, the current bans are Darkseid, Invoker, Lycan, Natures. Very standard bans. We've pretty much seen them in every single one of our games. Well, most of the time. At least like one cycling out that can be able to get into the pool.
Yeah, very standard bands indeed. On a side note, we for the first cast we did, we had no idea who these teams were, but now we've actually had a chance to cast both of these teams before. Who do you reckon is the strongest team?
Well, I did enjoy Elevate's play, but Nullify did also bring out they bring a very fun game to watch with some good carry play, but I'll have to put my money on Elevate.
Well, we shouldn't really take sides, because we might introduce bias into this cast. But yeah, I saw a great kind of turtle play from Nullify, where they just built up that Morphling to an incredible strength and just nuked everything down with that Ethereal Blade. Whereas Elevate, we saw some fantastic team fight, and I'm a huge fan of Jobido on his Earthshaker, and I know he's probably going to be watching this, and he's probably going to have a bit of a nerdgasm or something over that. But yeah, shout out to Jobido there, as we see the first pick coming out as Ali Shrek for the Dio.
Yep, that is true. And yeah, that was Shrek. That's usually a pick we actually quite often in this tournament. I think that's 3 times that we've seen that as a first pick. It's a good, powerful pick. Because he can do a lot of things, that hero. He can powerful stun, and a Shadow Demon. That's also a great anti-carry. So they definitely want to stop that from happening from the Nullify side. Maybe they actually well, probably not saw them. I don't know, but that is really going to help if they're going to pull out that carry strategy from the Nullify.
Yeah, there's no possible way they could have seen the Nullify game, because we haven't uploaded it yet, because we're struggling with this bloody technological stuff. And as we see, the Sand King coming out for the Dire side as well. So a bit of good team fight, a bit of good ganking. We have 2 quite solid gankers there for the Dire side. And we have the standard Windrunner pick for the Radiant, Windrunner's basically picked or banned in every single game we've ever seen.
Yeah, but she's a jack of all trades, and she can do a lot of things, and she can pick up even for some carries if she get a nuts farm. She has a high nuking, great disable, good nobility, hard to kill, and she can push. It's everything you want. And there's a Night Stalker. There's their big pick, definitely showing more about their strategy. They're going for a high gank or push. You'll have to see from their other picks. Let's see if Elevate can try to get rid of some pushers or gankers in their bands.
So yeah, we should see a fair bit of ganking action coming out in the first, or after the first 6 minutes when it becomes night for the first time. Actually, I think it becomes night at 5 minutes 58 or something weird like that. I'm not sure why that is.
Well, that's just based from Warcraft 3, and that's been carried on into Dota 2. Who knows why? Either way, let's just see this pick here to see if Elevate is going to show their strategy. Or maybe they're going to go for a very heavy... Ooh, Chaos Knight. We have not seen him in a game so far in this tournament. And let's see how that goes. He's a fun character to watch. I do like him quite a bit.
Must resist urge to make chaos pun. Well, we've been terrible with those puns, man.
Well, let's just try to keep the puns on the lowdown.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're in a bit of a derp mood at the moment.
Yeah, very well. But yeah, this Chaos Knight is definitely he can gank, push, and he's quite a good character and get some farm. And there we see Nullify actually banning out Morphling there. They really don't want to verse him. Yeah, don't blame them.
That's strange. Well, they ran Morphling the last game they played, and he was MVP, you would say. He went up against the Faceless Void and was just able to out farm him completely. But then again, Faceless Void did have a bit of a hard time in the early game.
Well, the thing is, I think they're going to be going for more of an all-round lineup with some powerful early game and semi-carries like Night Stalker, like Leshrac. We're probably going to... I don't really know what other picks they could bring out. Definitely some either pushers or gankers. We've got a really powerful team, but maybe even Enigma, stuff like that.
I'm not quite sure what they're going to pick up. I mean, we have a very strong ganking team and pretty good anti-ganking team. All 3 characters for the Radiant side have stuns of some kind with the disruption for the Shadow Demon, so they can counter gank very well.
And gank themselves. Yeah, this massing heaps of stuns is an incredibly good idea when it comes to Dota 2, as anyone should know, because the power of the stun, you know, especially Chaos Knight stun, up to 4 seconds, which is bloody amazing.
Radiant team ban.
Okay, and the final ban coming out from Nullify with the Tidehunter. Tidehunter has actually been pretty decent in this tournament so far, just being able to stun the entire enemy team for about 3 seconds, a little bit under. And that's an amazing ability that no hero can easily do. Exception of that is Tidehunter, of course.
So it looks like the team fight at the moment is slightly in favour of the Dire, just because they have that Sanking. You see the last ban there for the yes, it is Radiant. Radiant's that side, isn't it? Yeah, is an Enigma. So they're not allowing the Dire side to get up an incredibly good team fight. Imagine if Enigma blinked in, used his ulti, and then Sanking just came in right over the top of it. As you see, Lich picked up for the Dire side. Lich is a very good babysit character because he can deny creeps and keep the lane push up towards his own tower, which makes it much safer for the carry of the team to farm.
Then we might see a hard carry coming out. Yeah, since Nightstalker doesn't overly need that, he can hold his own pretty well in his solo lane. And with that Lich, that's probably just getting up that good team fight. Maybe the next pick is some kind of a good, decent team fighter that can stun, or a hard carry. But let's see what this next pick from Elevate's going to be. Venomancer. So yeah, that's filling in another support role, ganking. That's actually to see if this is going to be another heavy gank team. Murana. I was thinking that might come out. That's a good semi-carry type character, mobile ganker. So yeah, they're going for a heavy gank team. Well, they've gone and got it. So yeah, let's see how this goes for them. And now let's see what the counter pick is going to be from Elevate. I'm not quite sure what they're going to pick. Probably some another stun of some kind, AoE, maybe an Earthshake or something like that.
I think they have a semi-carry and a fairly good carry in the form of Chaos Knight. I'm not sure that Chaos Knight's not not a quintessential carry. I would think. To me, it seems much more like a gank-orientated carry.
Yeah, definitely. He needs a lot of support from his team, and it's not too hard for him to get solo kills, but he's not the best farmer either, since he does it all with auto-attacking, and unless he starts stunning creeps and using his ultimate just to farm, which isn't a good idea, since it's an incredibly powerful ultimate, you can get up to 3 illusions that do the same amount of damage as you. That is literally quadrupling your damage, just like that. So yeah, let's see this final pick, and then we can get into the game and see how the lanes are going. But so far with the picks on the Dire side, the lanes, I would say the Lich would either be matched up with the Night Stalker, maybe even a mid or a top lane. Death Prophet, yeah, a powerful semi-carry with pushing ability, massively good silence, which will really screw up every single one of the heroes in the Dire side. So that was a pretty good pick, I think. But let's see. She meshes pretty well with the other characters, but let's see how that goes.
Yeah, we had a nightmare of a game just before with the Death Prophet who bought 2 hearts. My god, 2 hearts. We could not kill her.
And 20 stacks on a Bloodstone, but I think that was kind of our fault there.
Yeah, I tried to play Earthshaker to emulate Jobado's success, and I just failed miserably.
Or you just play Earthshaker a lot, one of the two. Okay, now we're just going to let this time run out, and then we're going to start the game.
Start the game already. For anyone who plays Age of Empires. And we see a pause first up. That's what we love to see at the start of game.
Okay, now let's have a look at the teams on the Radiant. We have Dexter on the Shadow Demon. We've got Jobado on the Prophet. We've got Scatters on the Venomancer. We have Windrunner. Well, sorry, Red Skies on the Windrunner, and then we will have
a Nervous Poo, apparently.
Yep.
And on the Dire
Last
side,
Ares on the Chaos Knight, which is an actual.
Yeah, he's right up there. You can just see him. On the Dire side, we have Money Shot on the Leshrac. We have Anbrew on the Murana. I think he played the Lion last time we saw him. We have Coconuts on the Lich, DZ on the Sand and Atpays. I'm praying to God I pronounced that right this time. Atpays on the Night Stalker.
Having a look at this teams currently, I would have to say the stronger team that has a little bit more of a presence currently, I would say would have to be the Dire, but that's because of the decent amount of stuns and pretty good mobility and ganking power that they can come out, and they can hurt a few of the heroes in the Radiant. I guess because the Radiant have a more unconventional team that you don't usually see.
Yes, that's right, viewers. I did just look at the gold graph just to see where the momentum is in this game at the moment. It's currently pretty even, I would say. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I can definitely see it can go either way at the moment. It's pretty tight game so far at 1 minute 23.
No, that's still counting down.
So negative 1 minute 20. So.
Oh boy, we need to really shape up for the rest of this, I reckon. Another pause. Apparently, Mirana is bugged and has disconnected from the game just to fix that, so should be restarting Dota, potentially restarting Steam, and we shall see her back in 2-3 minutes or so.
Yeah, we see Night Stalker there heading up towards the mid, so we can either see him totally soloing mid, or he probably might even have the Lich with him, which I think is pretty good. Two people mid can throw them off, which we'd probably see the Death Prophet mid, or maybe even the Windrunner or something along those lines.
Yeah, we saw a game recently, I can't remember which one it was, where we had the Night Stalker mid, and there was a tri-lane up against him, and they just absolutely dominated him. I think at like 10 minutes he had 7 creep kills.
I think it was a dual lane, not a tri-lane.
Oh, it was probably a dual lane with someone hanging around.
Yeah, I don't think
the
a
Roma.
tri-lane mid would absolutely not work in the slightest. Oh, it would, but it's too hard to get ganks off. It would really be a roaming, one roamer that just constantly goes mid and goes to another lane, that kind of thing. Or a jungler, something like that. But most of the time, the important carry characters are usually off in the easy lane, or even in the hard lane, with a tri-lane.
There's no real junglers in this game.
No, there is not a jungler in this game, and that could prove to be a little bit more of an interesting game, because I'm pretty sure we've seen a jungler in every single game we've had of this tournament so far.
And we are back, still waiting for Mirana to leave the base. Yep, there she goes. So all the things seem to be A-OK, and we are ready to go in 53 seconds.
Okay, yeah, so we got the Leshrac and Sand King going top. While the Lich is probably going to be going with the Mirana, we might actually see a 2-1-2 setup. Oh no, he's might be going. Oh, he's probably just babysitting him for the moment.
Yeah, nice
as they
job,
head
just
into the jungle.
Just escorting the Lich to put down the wards.
Tri-lane with the Chaos Knight. They want that Chaos Knight fed, and that's a pretty good setup, I'd say.
Yeah, especially with the Shadow Demon who can lead with his disruption, and then they can follow up with the stun from Chaos Knight. He has put his first level in his stun, so that may be what they're looking to go for.
Yep, we see some wards being put down by the Dire, blocking the creep camp and giving them vision, which is great against Tri-lane. That might actually nullify its power there. But yeah, we've got once again Windrunner in the hard lane, which is what usually happens.
Apparently we're having some ping issues. Yeah, well, by the looks of things, Nullify has a pretty good advantage in terms of ping. They're about 100 less.
What server is this? Well, I've got pretty decent ping. What about yourself?
I don't really need much of a ping, to be honest.
Well, yeah, but we're around in kind of near where they are. Anyway. So, yeah, let's see how this tri-lane goes on bottom and all the other lanes. Windrunner's versing the dual lane on top with the Leshrac and a Skeleton King. Sand King, sorry.
Yeah, you're good at that, man.
Yeah, they're both called SK.
Yeah, it's like the problem I had with naming Sand King's ultimate as opposed to Earthshaker's ultimate. I get the two mixed up so much. As we see, in the mid we have the Death Prophet versus the Night Stalker. Night Stalker may be in for a bit of a rough time. That Q from Death Prophet, particularly when she gets her passive, becomes a nightmare to deal with. See Sand King just coming around the trees there, just Windrunner just backing up. She does know that he is there. Or does she? Yeah, she does. So she's like, I can see you. And just a little bit of harassment. And no, a Burrow Strike, in fact, and he's just going around and kind of block her. This could be interesting. And there's the stun from Leshrac. It does latch, and this will be the first blood for the... Yes, it will be, for the Dire side. Windrunner getting a bit cocky there, and she loses her life because of it.
Yeah, she thought that maybe she was safe because it was just going to be some harass coming out from Sand King, but it ended up they wanted to go down for the kill with that nice bar strike and very nice Q from the Leshrac.
As you see on the bottom lane, we have Mirana leaping away due to some harassment from the Shadow Demon. He obviously put his disruption on her, obviously, because we just saw two Mirana illusions there attacking her. And in mid we have two heroes, the Venomancer and the Death Prophet, now forcing this Night Stalker back to his tower. So he's going to have to play passive.
Yeah, I think they decided the tri-lane won't work too well on a very heavy deny lane and those wards, so they definitely opted for putting the Venomancer up in middle and trying to really shut down that Night Stalker.
So we see Windrunner, whose pride may have been hurt a little bit, just trying to push this lane. Well, not so much push it back, she really needed to stay near her tower. Just getting a little bit of harassment on the Sand King. Let's have a look. Actually, Night Stalker already has 8 minion kills, and Death Prophet's 9, so fairly even early on, I'd say.
Yeah, this tri-lane so far actually for the Chaos Knight, well, it didn't work and it didn't allow him to get too many creep kills so far as fast as compared to the Death Prophet with 11 creep kills already.
Yeah, Leshrac already has 1,000 gold, so he is looking pretty sweet early on because of that first blood on the Windrunner there.
Yeah, maybe you can get some early mana boots or something across those lines, which is really amazing early game, especially when you can get them really early in the laning phase.
We'll have to keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Mirana is having to play quite passively because of this, the potential for disruption from the Shadow Demon. So Chaos Knight, it looks like he should be able to farm fairly easy. We just see a little bit of harassment coming from the Lich there. Not too much for him to worry about. Eventually that will become quite painful as he levels that up. In fact, he's put his second level in already, as you normally do. As you see, Windrunner just power showing down the lane just to get this lane pushed up. It's another bow strike there from Sand King. Another stun. Just managed to hit. She does have the Windrunner up, but the Diabolic Idol could be enough to kill her. In fact, they're going to back away. Not enough damage to take her down. The Windrunner just serving her there.
Yeah, this Windrunner is not looking good in this lane, but definitely trying to push her back, but she doesn't have any regen by the looks of it. Oh no, she does. She just has those tangos, but it's going to take a while before she can even think about getting into that lane. You see Sand King off at the side, readying up to try to gank her again. But that Windrunner has that ward, so she knows what's going on.
I was just watching the courier following Shadow Demon around with nothing on it. I'm not sure what that's about. As you see, we have Death Prophet coming back down the river with an illusion rune, so Night Stalker needs to be careful. He does, however, know that she picked that up, so he will obviously play passive, and that's what he intends to do. As we see a ping on the Windrunner here, so Leshrac might want to go here. Nope, just auto attacks away, and lets Windrunner back off.
Well, Leshrac is one of those characters, because of his stun, it's really hard for him to initiate. He really needs that Sand King to get the stun off. Otherwise, Windrunner has to be way too forward and being stupidly aggressive for him to even get his stun off.
Both mid heroes have bottles. Unfortunately, Night Stalker doesn't have any charges left on it because it looks like Death Prophet is dominating the rune control, so that should be an interesting battle as well.
Yeah, she also has the most creep kills in the game at the moment with 17, but Night Stalker's still doing pretty well, even though there was 2 people down in mid trying to stop him from getting farm, and he still has 15 creep kills. He's doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah, Venomancer trying to find this observable which is blocking the creep camp. They do know it's there. Do know it's there now, which is going to run out anyway, so not too much of a hassle there. And those creeps will come again, so they can pull the lane. And the ward here for the Radiant side also about to run out. Windrunner just harassing the Sand King down with a power shot. Not too much is going to cover. She does need to save the mana for the Windrunner in case that gank happens again. As you see in the forest, we have the Shadow Demon and the Chaos Knight looking to make something happen. There's the disruption.
Oh, there we go. And then they're just waiting for that stun from the Chaos Knight, but he's not able to get it out. That disruption is a double-edged sword, sadly.
Yeah, he was forced to play passively because the Lich suddenly came down, and he did actually take a nuke to the face, so he was forced to just back away.
Mm-hmm. Definitely didn't want to die for that. That would have been completely insane.
Yeah, I think Mirana just saw it coming just in time. We do have 3 heroes down here now. But yeah, Mirana saw that coming just in time, backed away far enough, close enough to the tower that it was too risky for the Radiant side to go on it. As we now see Night Stalker, he's bottled a regeneration rune, which is a fantastic rune to have. gives you an Uber potion, and he's coming around. It is in the first night, by the way. So, however, they do see him there, and there's the nuke and the silence from the Night Stalker on the Shadow Demon. There's the arrow. It lands, and this will be the end of Shadow Demon. He was silenced, so he couldn't get his disruption off. And now Chaos Knight looks like he will go down too. A few auto attacks from the Night Stalker should finish him. One more. In fact, Lich takes it with his ranged attack, and Venomancer is forced to back away. So a 2-0 trade for the Dire side. As we see, Windrunner is being set on again. That Windrun is so good. She just runs straight away. The Bright Strike, Sand King does have enough mana for the Bright Strike. In fact, there it is, and this will be the end of Windrun as well.
Wow, some amazing ganks coming out from the Dire side, catching them off guard. This Night Stalker is probably going to get a couple kills now that it's his first night, and definitely put the Dire in the lead, unless they Radiant can get those wards up and really play passive and really go for more of a counter gank strategy than really going for those ganks. Otherwise, they'll be caught out quite a lot.
Yes, we see Leshrac has got the mana boots already, so they will be able to keep up some great harassing that Windrunner. Windrunner's just not going to have a nice time.
Yeah, Leshrac's actually doing very well for himself with 2 kills already.
As you see, Night Stalker has silence and nukes the Death Prophet. The stun unfortunately misses. Mana Boots is up. He does have enough time for another one, you would think. Death Prophet dies into the tower. Another nuke from Night Stalker. One more auto attack you think would do it. So in fact, the Edict may take it. But there's a good shackle shot from Windrun, and this could be the end of Leshrac. He does get the last auto attack off, but he will pay for it with his life. And fantastic play from the Windrunner there. Managed to get a 1-1 trade out of it, which it looked like certain death for that. Well, it was certain death for the Death Prophet, but they managed to pull one back from it.
Yeah, she opted not to use her arrow then, which probably would have ended that a little blast. But let's see, we have some mage troubled up, and the Chaos Knight is getting nuked down by the Night Stalker, killed almost instantly. But that Shadow Demon's got a mage trouble. He gets stunned by the Sand King, and they're just getting ripped to pieces by that double damage on the Night Stalker. Ooh, that's a nasty stuff. That's something you do not want to see. Yeah, 160 damage per auto attack from the Night Stalker. That was nasty. Shadow Demon tried to TP away, but unfortunately the Sand King just had enough mana, had heaps of mana, so he was able to get the stun off, and there was absolutely nothing that Shadow Demon could do. Yeah, this Sand King's putting out some pretty nice play as he's roaming around. You can actually see that he has opted to get some stats instead of getting levels in his E, or more levels in his W.
Oh, yeah, it does look like that way actually. In fact, he is maxing Bar Strike as most Sand Kings tend to do. I would have thought he'd get a second level in Sandstorm, but the problem is he's not getting harassed enough for that to be really necessary.
Well, I mean, for later game when he does actually use it, it is good to have that level, but I can definitely see his... Oh, we've got some initiation down on the... because the arrow missed, and there's some massive stun coming out from the Sand King, but he is able to get away. Maybe not. We've got a nice look at the massive ultimate coming out from the Lich. Shadow Demon is killed, and then we've got the runner running away, and the stun coming out on the Night Stalker, but this is probably going to be a death of the Chaos Knight, but the tower doesn't hit him. He's running away, and he gets killed. That was crazy runaround stuff. But then the Venomancer's in a lot of trouble. They really want him, but he goes into the trees. Will they find him? No, here we go. The Night Stalker actually spots him. Stun comes out from this death.
Yeah, we have Death Prophet looking for the Marana as some kind of retaliation. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. We do have the TP, and Shackle Shot does latch. I did not think that would latch. It doesn't have a great duration though, but that will be the end of Sand King anyway. So they do get a consolation kill as the Dire side backs away.
Yeah, this Dire is definitely their strong ganking team. Is really showing its force in the early game, but let's hope a more... I guess they're slightly more push-related with that Death Prophet. Oh, his initiation down on the Death Prophet. The arrow hits the Windrunner barely. Stun down and came down on the Death Prophet, and she is incinerated, and so is the Windrunner. And
now Leshrac chasing down the Shadow Demon. One more stun. It does have it's off cooldown now. Yeah, a good juke there. Unfortunately, it may not get away. Leshrac needs to put out the stun. There's stun. It misses. So Shadow Demon decides to go back in for a little bit there, but then elects to back away cleverly, then potions up so they can try and defend this tower.
Yeah, this is some this powerful team that they have. This Night Stalker's on a field day. Running around with 5-0-3, the Leshrac's on 4-1-1. They're having some fun.
Yeah, just have a look at the goal graph. It's now 4,000 in favour of the Dire, and the XP graph is 6,000 in favour of the Dire, so they are having a fantastic time as they just ping. They know that there's a ward. They're not making too much difference at the moment. Shadow Demon, not Shadow Demon. No, it's Chaos Knight in fact. Chaos Knight just hiding behind the trees there, just in case there is some pressure coming up. But he has his team all around him, so he should be fine. As we see, Death Prophet just TPing in to try and push this mid lane. They need to get a tower very soon.
Yeah, the only way the Radiant can really make a powerful comeback right now is either basically make sure that the enemy team gets too cocky, and well, not make sure. They probably are very cocky at the moment, but once they're in the low sense of security, they can basically utterly destroy them. We've got some action down on bottom.
The arrow just missing from the run on the Chaos Knight. Nightstalker was following him with invisibility before, and looks like nothing will come of it because none of the. If the arrow from Mirana had landed, then there would have been some real trouble for Chaos Knight. In fact, he probably will still be in danger. There's still 4 die heroes there. We have the 2 Radiant heroes coming down from mid to lend a hand. And just the Sand King getting us some harass off, and we're this time not electing to Bio Strike because he has no support from Leshrac. As you see on bottom, it's a good disruption there on the Night Stalker. Actually, may have saved his life. We're not sure. Leshrac goes down. Yep, Chaos Knight using his rift there on the Lich there. Not enough damage to kill him. Night Stalker also won't go down. These auto attacks just aren't doing enough damage. In fact, it was the tower that got those hits there. Fantastic Bio Strike in from Sand King, and then a good ulti catches. No, he doesn't actually get the kills. Leshrac gets a triple kill. And he will find the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon immediately disrupts him. The problem is Sand King does not have enough mana for a stun, but it looks like that'll be the end of him. The stun from Leshrac lands, and that is an ultra kill for the Leshrac. In fact, it's still going. No, Venomancer can't really do much about that, even though the heroes are quite low on health, and it is looking fantastic for the Dire side at the moment.
Yeah, this is some domination here coming out from the Dire side. They're really showing their dominance in their picks. And there's really nothing much that the Radiant side can do but just try to wait it out and keep up all their towers, because currently there are no tower deaths.
Yes, both teams still have both their towers. Unfortunately, the Radiant has 17 kills to 2, so they are looking pretty sweet at the moment. We just see Lich is purchase more wards. Mirana has a Ring of a Killer. Not too much as of yet for her. She hasn't been farming too fantastically. She has been getting some good arrows though. As we see, Night Stalker also doesn't have too much. He does have 2,000 gold. He may be going straight for a BKB or something.
Yeah, which would be a great idea on his part. With that BKB, that stops. An early BKB is utterly devastating in this game because, oh, you don't have your stuns anymore, and because you're so squishy early game, I am able to rip you to pieces.
In the meantime, we have 4 heroes pushing mid for the Radiant, so that Dire may be the ones to lose their tower first. Death Prophet has activated ultimate, and that tower should go down. There's not too much that a lone Night Stalker can do, despite the fact that he is pretty boss at the moment. We might see a trade though. So Sand King Bio striking just to get rid of these creep waves, so the Diabolic Edict can focus down the tower and nothing else. And that is a 1-1 trade in terms of towers. Just Venomancer putting down as these Plague Wars, trying to hold off the 2 die heroes. In fact, the Radiant may come around here to try and get them. In fact, no, they like to back off. And it is known that they're there, so we have the teleport in from the Sand King just to try and hold this off. And he might even marks on the map, so he knows what's going on.
You see them wanting to initiate on the Venomancer there. Let's see what comes of this. I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to do it.
There's the initial arrow. It just misses from the Venomancer. Great movement there, juking, whatever. He does take the nuke from the Lich, but that should be all she wrote in terms of that. The Leshrac is coming down as well, but the Radiant side have backed off to such an extent that they can't really make too much happen.
Well, it looks like they're going to be going down for the push here to try to cause a massive team fight on their tower, which could be interesting.
Yep, everyone just mana booting up. They have pretty much full mana, and Lich doesn't really count because he can just sacrifice to get his mana back. Great power shot there. Lich almost dies because of it. We see the Darkness activated by Night Stalker. Great arrow there from Mirana. The disruption manages to save the Death Prophet. Great Bio Strike in there from Sand King, and that's 3 heroes down in a blink of an eye. He did activate his ulti. I couldn't actually see it in the midst of all that, and that is Venomancer dead as well. And the Night Stalker is looking pretty limp, but he has got 4 kills, so why should he feel too bothered? And that's 4 kills for the Dire and the tower as well. So fantastic work there.
Yeah, this is a pretty amazing play on Nullify's part here. Props to them.
Night Stalker has elected to go for a Vanguard first up, so he should be able to regen the damage he took pretty fast. Shadow Demon is all alone here defending this tower against what is now 3 heroes, potentially 4. Leshrac elects to come mid as well. So we have TP support in, not going to do too much. The arrow goes, it lands straight in Venomancer's face. There's the silence from the Night Stalker. He gets saved by the disruption from the Shadow Demon. Great shackle there, in fact, by the Windrunner. But here comes the Sanking Fire Strike. Takes out the Venomancer. Mirana has to move away. That poison could hurt. Oh, if that power shot had hit, that would be the end of that. The Death Prophet not having enough reach to kill off the Mirana, and takes a good deal of damage from the Lich ulti. In fact, Lich, he needs to be very careful here. They don't have too many stuns on the team, and in fact, he's going to get blocked in. His team is just gone. There's nothing they can do to save him as Chaos Knight comes in. And in fact, Windrunner gets the kill, so no kill for Chaos Knight. In fact, he's still 0-4. He needs to work on that ASAP.
That's going to be hard for him to do so. They just got such a heavy hold in this game. And yeah, basically with their team and how it is on the Dire side, they need to keep up that pressure, which they're doing pretty well. But now they need to focus on getting towers down and not just getting kills, because towers win games, not kills.
Leshrac is getting dangerously close to a Perseverance. In fact, in 7 seconds he'll have that. And so he needs one more item, and he'll have his Bloodstone up already. That's a very fast Bloodstone.
Yeah, it is. 17-minute Bloodstone, that is intense. He could basically get it now, but he opts to actually keep his Arcane Boots as they are, instead of splitting them.
I forgot he could disassemble that.
Yeah, that's a build that I like to do every single time I play a character that, well, usually I get Mana Boots on most, yep, he is opting to do that, and boom, Bloodstone in 18 minutes.
Chaos Knight desperately trying to get up this farm. He only has 37 last hits. That's not where he wants to be as a late game carry. But yeah, he brings that. He only has a Ring Basilius and Power Treads really, so he's not looking too flash at the moment.
Well, what can he do with some massive shutdown from the Dire side? Not much. Okay, we see some people converging mid. We see an arrow coming up, but it misses everyone.
Yep, and that'll be and nothing becomes of it. But yeah, Nightstick was just eyeing off that Windrunner. She looked very tasty. Now we have 3 heroes in mid for the Radiant as well. No, in fact, Chaos Knight's going back. He picks up a Robe of the Magi, so he'll be getting drums very soon. And Death Prophet just clearing out the Dire's creep wave, so they can't really push at the moment. So, but now, pretty much every hero is in mid for the Dire anyway. The Radiants are still kind of scattered everywhere. If the Dire move now, this could be really nasty for the Radiant, as Windrunner just sees that arrow coming in time.
This Mirana's popping out some really nice arrows. Let's see if they can take this tower. But it seems odd. You've got the Night Stalker going down. He gets shackled up. He gets wailed upon by the Chaos Knight. Disruption coming out. We've got some more destruction coming down. The Shrek comes in with his ultimate, utterly melting everyone in the face. We've got some massive damage up from the team. We've got the ultimate coming down from the Lich, utterly killing everybody. A Death Prophet drops, 2 people dying. We've got some people going for the Venomancer. Narrowly misses, gets the Windrunner, stunning coming down from the Sand King, and there's got these Windrunners in a lot of trouble. She's probably not going to be able to get away. We've got Shadow Demon coming in for spot. That's pretty good dude. Actually killing by the Starfall there, and this tower's going to go down. 2 towers and 4 kills. Hell yes.
Yeah, it is really not looking very good for Team Elevate, but we knew that a while ago.
As we have the gold graph.
The gold graph. 10,000 gold in favour of the Dire.
And 12,000 with the XP.
I say 13.5. But let's not get technical about that.
Actually, almost 14,000.
Almost 14,000 now. So now Mirana and Nightstalker are looking to push down the top lane. Nightstalker with he does have an illusion room which he bottled previously, and they're gonna just mow through this creep wave. As you see, 4 heroes now for the Radiant in mid. They need to get some pushing happening, otherwise they're just not gonna be able to survive. Death probably just nuking down the creep wave, so they can push out. As Windrunner is looking to defend this wave all by her lonesome, and she needs to play very passively because the silence from Nightstalker, Crippling Fear I should say, could stop her Windrunner, and that is not where she wants to be.
Yeah, seems to be rolling into kind of just a readjustment of the map for their dire side. They're really just planning their next strike because they don't want to screw it up by being overconfident and going in no matter what. That can make some major problems for them, and they're playing intelligently, which is good to see.
Yeah, but Shrek now with the Bloodstone, he did disassemble his boots and he's now got phase boots, so he's going to be a bit of a handful. He was before he was just ulting this creep wave. He has no amount of problems to speak of. He has 10 stacks already on the Bloodstone, so even if he dies, he'll be back in the fight like as soon as anything. As you see, we see a smoke coming from the dire side. They are looking to take down this bottom tower. Radiant not quite aware of it yet. Chaos Knight could be caught out here. NightStalker going in first, activates. Yep, there's the nuke, and there's the silence, and this will be the end of Chaos Knight. Not much you can do there. Nuke down by both Lich and Leshrac, and that is all she wrote for him. And they will look to push down this tower. There's not too much that the Radiant can do about it, to be honest.
Yeah, look at that friggin' Diabolic Edict. That's just ripping apart towers. That's where their push is in this team. So yeah, looks like they're probably going to continue up, maybe going on a team fight on the enemy's tower. They could do it. They're tanky, they've got no mana problems, and they've got their ultimates up.
So Venoman's just trying to defend this tower, putting out as many wards as he possibly can. The arrow from Rana catches the Death Prophet. This could be lights out, I should say. Great shackle there. Catches the Night Stalker. Before he doesn't catch any more heroes. The Lich ultimate comes through. Does hit 3 heroes and then masses around the creep. Chaos Knight, he has been trapped by 2 heroes. He nearly gets 2, in fact. Nearly gets both of them, in fact, but he does go down because of the Burrow Strike from the Sanking. In fact, Venoman's got his ultimate up at some point because Sand King took a lot of damage there. If it misses the Burrow Strike on Windrunner, and unfortunately that'll be all of that. But in fact, I think we just saw Lich go down to the tower. Sand King blinks away because he doesn't want to meet the same fate, and ends up being a 1-2 trade in favour of the die, and they will look to push this tower down. But the Fortify comes out, and they may have to back away.
Yeah, that was a pretty good team fight there, but. See what I mean? They didn't have the optimum setup, and because of that, they didn't do as well as they normally do with their other team fights. And if obviously they're going to try not to make that mistake again on the Dire side, but if they continue to, it might even be possible for the Radiant to come back. Maybe.
It'll be a long shot to say that the Radiant can come back from this, but we have seen crazy things happen in Dota.
Yep, that's for sure.
Well, we've seen even crazy things happen in LoL. We're not going to talk about LoL, are we?
And on, but we're not talking about that, are we?
No, we're not, because we just said so. So why are we still talking about it?
Because we can. Okay, looks like... Oh no, he doesn't opt to actually checking that out where Chaos Knight is. That could have been very interesting. By interesting, I mean a gank.
Yeah, and he had no mana left.
Leshrac ganking up top. He's probably going to easily take down this Venomance. Look at that ultimate. Boom, boom, dead.
Leshrac now 11-2-10. He is looking pretty sweet. He has a Mithril Hammer. Now 3 heroes coming down. NightStalker actually lost his invisibility there. He just bottles up to get his mana back after nuking down one of the creeps, and they are looking to move top, possibly push down this the last remaining tier 2 tower. And they only have 2 heroes. In fact, not even defending. They're just going back into their base. They are pretty much stuck in their base. There's no way to get out. Chaos Knight actually taking a huge risk by farming this far out of his base at the moment. As you see, yep, all 5 heroes coming down top for the Dire. They are menacing this tower, and there's only 2 heroes here for the Radiant, so there's nothing to stop them from taking this tower down.
Yeah, this is another tower in their favour, and this is definitely cementing their lead. But it's good to see the Radiant not giving up at all. They're still trying to get those team fights. They're still trying to win. And that shows you the difference from a pub and a pro team once again. Well,
I see Chaos Knight's still farming away in that lane. He can't push any further than that. As we see all the Dire heroes move down, possibly to take a Roshan. That'd be a good move, I reckon.
Yep, we see Leshrac here almost finishing his BKB, where that's going to cause some massive devastation. Him being able to go in with his Ultimaton and his Diabolic Edict, and you can't touch him. Okay, yeah, we got a Roshan attempt here, and this is probably going to be a success.
Well, you'd think, wouldn't you? The Radiant simply cannot throw up any resistance. I'm not even using an arrow to just take down this Roshan, make it stun as much as possible. Don't want it's not too much of a hassle if he's not stunned the whole time, but it always helps. As the courier goes through, I don't know why that surprised me for some reason.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're safe there. There was no random Radiant team.
Actually, while they were Roshaning, the creep wave for the Radiants took down their I was about to say the first tower, no, the second tower, because mid is gone already. In fact, Sand King just using his illusions to scout, and it looks like Orange Venomancer knows exactly what has just happened as he vents his frustration on the map.
Poor map.
Yeah, the map didn't do anything.
Well, it kind of helps them, so they should be happy.
Oh, I hate when people do that. They just scribble all up and down all the lanes so you can't see which heroes are in them. Oh, isn't that annoying?
Yes, it is.
Actually, that's kind of not good for us, because we need to do this cast.
Well, you should stop mucking around and take this seriously.
So NightStalker still finding hit. Actually only has 70 last hits, but that doesn't bother too much. He has 6 kills, so he is looking pretty fine and dandy. But Leshrac is doing the majority of the damage at the moment. It does have the blackening bar up now, so he can just go straight and activate his ultimate, and everything will die.
Yeah, that gotta love his ultimate. He's a great character to play and great character to see when he does. Just no one touches him, and he just walks around doing about 200 damage per second.
Yeah, Mirana has elected to go straight for the Mantis Tail, so she'll be able to push down towers very fast. Doesn't have a great deal of attack speed for an Agi hero, but that is okay. She will hit pretty hard and 3 times as fast with the 2 illusions.
Mind you, they do of course do 33% damage.
So 166% damage.
Yes. Maths.
He's good at the math thing. I see the pipe coming up from the die side there, just rushing straight in. Screw these wards, they just walk right past them. No big KB yet. He gets disrupted because of it. The big Venomancer ultimate, that was the only thing he can do really. As also Sand King ultimate, he goes down in fact and misses the whole Radiant team, and Chaos Knight just sees to that. The Death Prophet ultimate not able to do much. In fact, the Leshrac just nukes her down as she walks back into the fountain. And it's a 3-1 trade so far. In fact, it is Chaos Knight going down as well. Great shackle there by the Windrunner. She needs to get out. She is stunned, and she's going to die as well. So that is a team wipe for the Radiant, and that is not good. And they will definitely take this tower down, and possibly actually they have enough heroes here to do it. Leshrac electing to activate his BKB after the fight, which is very interesting. I'm not too sure what his decision maker there was.
I think that was a misclick or a gloat thing.
He wanted to feed him with the Fortify. Get that nice effect going around him. Settled him and just pumping out some harass here, not able to do much. The tower does go down and not Rags, unfortunately. Yeah, their health is just simply too low to go in for the Rags.
Well, if Leshrac had his BKB, they could have maybe gone in.
Yeah, if he had BKB, but he didn't. So, life, such is life. What can you do?
And life goes on.
It does, and so does this game.
Well, if it just randomly stopped, I'd be a bit worried.
Yeah, me too.
We're so alike.
But we're both Australian for a start.
Because that makes us alike.
Yeah, it does.
It does, yeah. You are correct.
Patriotism for the win, mate.
No, you. We do see the Sand King picking up an invisibility. Oh, wait.
No, he walks straight past it. That's fine. He's going to let someone else take that. Yeah, NightStalker just activated his double damage, so he has ruined the bottle for it. There it goes. So he has invisibility and a double damage, and he is looking pretty fearsome right now. As we see, Chaos Knight's going to die, you'd say. There's a bow strike in from Sand King. NightStalker coming through with invisibility. He is not looking too happy there. Great stun there from Leshrac, and he is going to go down, which was kind of expected. I mean, 3 heroes plus a NightStalker with double damage and invisibility. He was not going to be able to survive that, no matter what.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We're going to need another push down on the top lane, sorry, and let's see if we're going to get a Rax, which we should be able to.
Yeah, the Chaos Knight is gone. He is not, unfortunately, at the moment, he's not the Radiant's biggest player, you'd say, in terms of defending.
No, he's definitely a pusher attacking hero, and with his quite underfed and hurt from all this ganking that's happened to him, there's not much really he can do to help the Radiant at the moment, apart from a meat shield. Yeah,
Venomancer just putting this ward down in panic. Windrunner does get hit by the Mirana arrow. In fact, NightStalker says that's enough opportunity for me. I'm going in. Gets silences Windrunner as well. The Mirana, whoa, great 4-star there from Windrunner. Saves everyone else from that Lich ulti. Unfortunately, the rest of his team is down, and the fact the Sanking ultimate comes through. He was invisible, but Chaos Knight's having none of that. Chaos Knight coming back just at the start of this fight. Does get stunned there, great stun there by the Sanking. That'll be another team wipe, and there's nothing more they can do about that. Almost a kill on the Sanking. Unfortunately, almost is not close enough. And Sanking blinking away just to get rid of this last tower hit, and that is GG. Well played.
Yep, GG guys.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So what did you think of that little kerfuffle that was going on there? That was a pretty, basically a stomp coming out from the Dire with some more powerful picks, like I said. Yeah, what'd you think?
Unfortunately, it was a stomp. I'm a big fan of Elevate, but Nullify was just too strong. And yeah, that huge ganking lineup just paid huge dividends right at the beginning, especially with the Sanking. Sanking was incredibly active, has 18 assists. Yeah, no, he doesn't have the most this game. Mirana must have landed a hell of a lot of good arrows. And the Leshrac as well, just an incredible ganking lineup. Not so much a pushing lineup, otherwise they would have won a lot earlier. The Shrek is getting chased down by the Death Prophet here. He's not going to find him, you wouldn't think. And he needs to be careful. Not that it matters, because GG has already been called, so officially this game is well and truly over.
Yeah, well, so that was a great game, guys, and we ready to wrap it up?
Well, officially we have to wait until the Ancient is destroyed. As we see Jobberdo coming back, he's going to go straight through the Dire team. Not the smartest thing to do, but there's nothing else he really could do. Great stun there from Chaos Knight, gets rid of the Night Stalker. The Sanking bow strike there does catch him though, and he will go down to the Night Stalker unless Lich can steal it. And he goes straight back in, and Sanking steals it. Deathward is still alive and on the run. And Andrew is not happy that Sanking took that last kill.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
It's good thing that the Elevate's still in fairly good spirits after this.
Well, you can't be too down on yourself after a loss. No point.
Yeah, but the game we played when I was Earthshaker 4, that was abysmal. I was like 1-13, but we shan't talk about that game.
No, that's really got nothing to do with anything at the moment, as we do see the final tier 4 towers being taken down, and this is pretty much, well, yeah, unless they could maybe do a comeback, maybe comeback from the Radiant. Even though it's being GG'd.
The window for the comeback is shrinking by the second.
The window is about the size of an atom at the moment.
An atom still has width, man.
Yeah, man, we can get those electrons and quasars going through there.
I see Chaos Knight activating his ultimate just to do something. He manages to stun the Night Stalker, but Leshrac stuns him right back, and Diabolic Edicts and ultis him down. He just cannot do anything. The shackle shot from him are not going to latch anything, and he does get a fantastic stun. The disruption saves the Sanking, in fact. So Night Stalker ends up taking down Leshrac ends up taking down all the damage, but that does not matter because the Ancient has gone down to the creeps. So I reckon creeps MVP. Yep.
MVP in this time, though. I'd say they did probably get the most creep kills.
Anyway, that was a fairly entertaining game, I must say. We had some pretty exciting moments, so yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, too bad about the stomp. As much as they are fun to see, I'd much prefer to see a nice, big, close game reaching over an hour. They're always great fun with millions of kills, but those are a rare breed in the Dota 2.
Millions and millions of... I don't know, man. I just prefer the shorter games. Anyway, that is all from us for this cast. We will see you guys next time.
And don't do drugs.
Yeah, do speed, it's healthier.